Hi guys, I'm Sushmita. I'm a researcher working on forest rights of India's tribal communities. Today I want to talk to you about something unprecedented that has happened in the name of response to the COVID economic crisis. So today the Prime Minister of India has inaugurated commercial coal mining auction, which has opened up as many as 41 areas for commercial coal mining. Uh, a large number of these areas fall in scheduled areas, what we know as what in India we know these areas as fifth schedule areas, which means they are inhabited largely by tribals and other forest dwelling communities, and they are dependent on these areas for their livelihood needs and for various other purposes. So there are few things that I would like to broadly highlight as an introduction to this issue. Firstly, we need to understand that coal has been now, after several years world over, coal has been seen as not a clean source of energy, and the world is basically trying to move towards cleaner sources of generation of energy. So that is only one part of the problem. The second part of the problem is that wherever the coal mining has happened, we have seen that it has generated a lot of pollution, and it has really messed up with the environment in such a way that it cannot be reverted back to what it was earlier. So that is the second problem. The third problem that I feel concerned about is the rights of the communities over these lands, which the government has now opened for auction. So there are several questions that arise right now. So the communities living in these areas have several rights which have been granted to them by the Constitution of India, in which there is the whole fifth schedule, PESA, Forest Rights Act, and Forest Rights Act especially recognizes the rights of communities over these lands, and basically the communities cannot be displaced without their consent and without a proper consultation and their rehabilitation. And in that, the Gram Sabha is the highest power to decide whether mining should take place in a specific area or not. But this kind of announcement from the top is really going to create a conflict between various stakeholders, because it is damaging the federal structure of the country, because ultimately in tribal areas the Gram Sabhas should have a say in such kind of a massive change in their demography, and something that may cause large scale displacements. But what we see in today's address throughout is that though the government is talking about employment generation, they have not really said anything about tribal communities, which is a big concern, because we have seen that the kind of employment that is generated in and around these mines is really not a dignified or a sustainable source of employment. Firstly, they hire very cheap labor, and then what happens is that this sort of coal mining impacts the health of the workers. Plus, once the work is over, they have to leave the site or move over to different places. So this kind of employment generation is really not sustainable. Secondly, the large concern remains that the rights of the communities have not been spoken about. So now there's a big question mark about how the government is planning to work around this this sort of constitutional legal framework which has found no mention in today's address. So I think, as to start with, we need to start thinking about these questions, that how is this kind of massive permission for commercial coal mining and a sort of approval to foreign players to invest in these areas, how is this going to impact the communities that are already living in these areas, and how that decision will be made? So all these things we need to see closely.